I tried the country club, Your Honor, and Gildersleeve isn't there. Hasn't been there all day.
Try the barber shop.
I did, Your Honor.
Well, try some of the other places where he hangs out.
Yes, Your Honor.
That overstuffed walrus, keeping me waiting nearly 2 hours. I'll hold him in contempt of court. Call his home.
I did, Your Honor.
Well, just don't stand there. Call again, and I'll talk.
Yes, Your Honor.
La, la, la.
Hey, Birdie.
Yes, Mr. Gildersleeve?
How much longer is she going to be here?
I don't know.
Well, get rid of her.
Do the best I can.
Do better than that.
Yes, sir. Don't be so impatient. I'm coming.
La, 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 la.
Hello, Gildersleeve residence. Birdie Calkins talking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. Well, I know, Your Honor, Mr. Gildersleeve ain't in, but I expect him back recently. Yes, Your Honor. Well, no, Your Honor. Well, you see, Your Honor. There's a man what speaks his mind with fluency.
Birdie.
Yes, Miss Hooker?
Birdie, was that my brother on the phone?
Yes, and he wants to speak to Mr. Gildersleeve.
Did so hope Mr. Gildersleeve would be here before I left.
Look, Miss Amelia, we've been practicing almost 2 hours. If you're just hanging around to see Uncle Mort...
Why, Leroy, whatever gave you that idea?
Nothing, only...
Now, we'll go through your song again. Ready?
Yes, ma'am. None so rare, none so fair, yet enraptured mortal heart, maiden dear, past compare, what was death from thee to part? Ere I saw thy sweet face, on my heart there was no trace of that love from above, that in sorrow now I prove.
Mr. Gildersleeve,
Hey, here I am, Birdie.
I got bad news for you.
What? Hasn't she gone yet?
No, Miss Hooker hasn't gone, and Judge Hooker, he phoned and he's mighty put out because you ain't in court.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not going upstairs till that female man-trap leaves. Now, you get rid of her.
All right, sir.
If it isn't one hooker, it's another.
That was beautiful, but I think we can phrase it better. Let's just do it once more.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready?
None so rare, none so fair, yet enraptured mortal heart, maiden dear, past compare, what was death from thee to part? Ere I saw thy sweet face, on my heart there was no trace of that love from above, that in sorrow now I feel. Bending green my love, and my joy
Leroy!
Uh-oh. Morning, Miss Hooker.
Good morning, Margie. Morning, boy.
Morning.
Why are you having your music lesson at home today, Leroy? Miss Hooker is having her house fumigated for bugs.
He means termites. That'll be enough for today.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, boys, set them up. All clear, Uncle Mort.
Oh, good.
Haven't you got her fixed yet?
Have patience, my boy. I've yet to meet a man or a mechanism that wouldn't yield to the will of a Gildersleeve.
Look, Unc, maybe if you...
Quiet, Leroy. This machine has got to learn once and for all who's master.
But I was only going to suggest that...
No suggestions, Leroy. This is a job for a technician.
Look, Uncle Mort, I was only going to suggest that you turn on the main switch.
Main switch. That's ridiculous. Main switch?
Uh-huh.
Well, there you are, my boy.
Thanks, Uncle Mort.
You're welcome. And if you run into any further difficulty, don't hesitate to ask my advice, my boy.
Okay.
How's
So
well
long.
done,
Yeah, you bet. See you tomorrow.
Thank heaven she's gone. Hello, Amelia. Well, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Oh, thank you, Throckmorton. It is for me, too.
Miss Hooker has termites in her piano.
Huh? Oh, well, I'm glad it's nothing more serious.
And I thought it would be nice for Leroy to have his lessons here at his home.
Oh, I couldn't put you to all that trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble, Throckmorton. It's a pleasure. And would give us a chance to sing duets like we used to.
Huh?
I just love duets. I'm looking forward to so many pleasant evenings.
Oh, yes, of course.
I have a song here that would be just darling.
Oh, well, some other time, darling. Amelia, I've got to run along now. I've got an appointment with your brother.
Well, that is a coincidence. I was just on my way over there. We can ride over together. Now, you run along upstairs and get your hands washed.
Yes, of course.
I'll wait for you in the living room now. Hurry up.
Oh, this is going to be one of my bad days.
Stop whistling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Play your ace.
Yes, sir.
See here, Horace Hooker, you were to meet me here 2 hours ago. I'm a very busy man.
Why, you...
Boys.
Silence in the court. Throckmorton P Gildersleeve?
Yes, Horace? Yes, Your Honor.
Gildersleeve, it is presumed that you, as custodian of the estate of your niece and nephew, will conserve the assets of that estate.
Oh, I do. I've been handling Marjorie and Leroy's money as if it were my own.
That's what I thought. But don't forget that this court is still their legal guardian, and as such has supervision over your actions.
Naturally. Well, what do you mean?
I have here a report of the monies you paid out of Margie's and Leroy's funds for the current month. I call attention to the item, one second-hand printing press, $184.50. Is that correct?
Printing press?
You heard me.
Oh, yes, you said printing press. Yes, Horace. Your Honor, it is.
Then let me tell you here and now that I consider this wasteful spending of the funds of these two orphan children most reprehensible.
Now, wait a minute. If you'll only give me a chance to explain.
Very well. But that's a mighty tall explaining to do.
Well, I thought it might stimulate Leroy's ambition. After all, Benjamin Franklin was a printer and a great man, and I was a printer and a great, yes.
Very well, I shall okay the report.
Oh, thank you.
With the exception of the $184.50 item.
You mean I...
Yes, that's what I mean.
That's what I thought you meant.
Court adjourned.
The old goat.
What'd you say?
Nothing, Judge, nothing.
Throckmorton, would you mind dropping me?
It'd be a pleasure.
Oh, Throckmorton, I'm so glad you take Horace in the right spirit. You know, he's really very fond of you. We're both fond of you.
Oh, of course, and I'm very fond of Horace. You know the old saying, old friends are like old wine. They both sour with age.
You know that whatever he does is in the best interest of those two dear children, and he would so like you to have their permanent custody.
What do you mean, permanent custody? I'm their uncle. I'm their guardian.
Of course, but not their legal guardian. After all, a bachelor isn't eligible to adopt children permanently. Now, if they had a mother...
Maybe they do need a woman's care at that.
Oh, they do, Throckmorton. And then the court could never take them away from you.
Well, I've given the matter some thought.
Oh, Throckmorton, you don't know what this means to me.
Huh?
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Amelia. Yes, girl?
It looks as though things might be getting serious between you and Throckmorton, you naughty girl.
Don't be surprised if you see me wearing a ring before long.
It's about time. I'll bet she's 40 if she's a day.
Hello?
Ready with your call to Irontown. Hello? Hello?
Is that you, Aunt Emma?
Oh, Throckmorton, how are you? How are the kids?
Fine. I've been intending to give you a ring for quite some time. Tell me, How would you like to be a mother?
Throckmorton.
No, that is to Marjorie and Leroy. Come and live with us and sort of take over. After all, the children do need a feminine influence.
Well, I get what you mean, but it's all rather sudden. Of course, if you feel you really need me...
Oh, absolutely.
Well, okay then. I'll grab the afternoon train. Goodbye now.
Goodbye. You...
Hey, Uncle Mort!
Can't stop now, Leroy. I've got to meet your Aunt Emma's friend.
I just wanted to show you this proof of my junior news.
Yes, some other time, when I get back.
But Uncle Mort,
Leroy!
Yes, Uncle Mort.
This tank is empty.
Well, I did use a little gas on to clean the printing press.
A little? You call 2 8/10 gallons a little? Birdie!
Oh, yes, Miss Gildersleeve, here I is.
Birdie, will you get me that gasoline ration book, the one with 1 coupon in it?
Oh, that? I done traded that to the lady next door for a pound of sugar.
Sugar? How do you expect me to run that car on sugar?
Well, how you expect to eat gasoline on your oatmeal?
Oh, you got me, Birdie. Oh, and Emma's train.
Say, Uncle Mort, you can't use that. I've got to deliver my papers.
I'll deliver them on the way to the station.
But that don't belong to me. You sure you know how to drive it?
Know how to drive it. Anybody can drive a car, can drive a scooter. Give me a push. Why don't you look where you're going?
Something tells me this is gonna be one of his really bad days.
I agrees with you.
Oh, the papers. Oh, brother. Sight for sore eyes.
And you're a sight, period. Where have you been, on a hayride?
Oh, same old girl, not a day older, and just as pretty as ever.
Save the malarkey.
Malarkey?
Oh, I'm hep to you, Bob. What's this all about, and when do we start?
I'll explain everything on the way home.
Oh.
Right this way, Aunt Emma. Here we are. Hop in.
Are you kidding?
Oh, it's really quite comfortable. Small, I grant you, but really quite comfortable. And patriotic, too. Saves rubber and gas.
The gas situation shouldn't offer you any problem.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, skip it.
Yes. Comfy?
Oh, yes, cozy as all get out.
Well, here we go.
Hang on to your hats.
Are you enjoying your ride?
I'd like it better if I could see where we were going.
Oh, well, turn around and you can see where we've been. And Emma, look out!
Are you hurt?
Well, I'm bounced around a bit. Oh.
Here's your watch.
What's left of it?
Beautiful, isn't it? And only $37.50.
I think it's lovely, don't you, Aunt Emma?
Well, I don't know.
Of course, if you're looking for a really good watch,
Well, we are.
I think I have just what you want.
Yes, but, wait a minute, George. Let's talk this thing over.
But these are very fine watches.
How much are they?
From $100 up.
Hello. Yeah, how much did you say they are?
From $100 up. That's our ceiling price.
Ceiling price? You're in the attic.
Amelia. Yes.
Oh, my dear, we're so happy for you.
It's just too thrilling. What do you mean? Oh, dear, I do hope we haven't spoiled the surprise, but we just couldn't wait. We saw him buying the ring.
The ring? Throckmorton? We just happened to be passing Camel's jewelry store, and there he was.
Oh, and such a gorgeous ring. Must be at least 2 carats. Wouldn't you say, Martha?
3 carats if it weighs an ounce, I'd say.
Oh, we're so excited. But don't you worry, dear. We won't tell a soul.
Not a soul.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, girls.
Oh, Throckmorton.
Well,
Birdie, this is Mrs. Forrester.
how do, Miss Forrester?
Hello, Birdie.
Anything special for dinner?
Yes, sir. Fried chicken a la Gildersleeve.
What's fried chicken a la Gildersleeve?
That's fried chicken in copious quantities.
Well, it does sound kind of special.
Yes, ma'am. And besides, my boyfriend likes it, too.
Aunt Emma! Darling, my goodness, child, how you've grown. Why, you're all legs. Well, almost all legs. Where's Leroy?
Leroy? Oh, Leroy!
Aunt Emma! Gee, I'm sure glad to see you.
Darling, you have sprung up. You look just like your Uncle Mort did when he was your age.
Aunt Emma, please.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway, I see Uncle Mort got you here in one piece.
Leroy was worried about Uncle Mort driving the scooter.
So was I.
Did you have any trouble, Uncle Mort?
Wouldn't you like to go upstairs and clean up a bit?
Yes, I would.
Uncle Mort, I said, did you have any trouble?
We'll discuss that later, young man.
Now, don't be nervous, Amelia.
I won't, Horace.
All ready?
Yes.
Smile, please. Hold it.
Oh, excuse me a moment.
Do you want me to send these pictures right over to the newspaper office when they're finished?
Well, the exact date for the wedding hasn't been set yet. We'll let you know.
Thank you, Judge.
Hello? Oh, hello. Oh, of course I am. I'm the happiest girl in the world. Yes, thank you. Goodbye. Hello? Hello? How silly of me. It's the doorbell. Hello? Just a moment. Horace, will you answer the door, please? Hello? Oh, thank you.
Well, hello, Phil.
Oh, Judge.
Come on in. Say, listen, Phil. I've got a little job for you. I want you to remodel Amelia's bedroom into a den.
Oh, so you're finally getting that done, eh, Judge?
Come on upstairs. I'll show you what I have in mind.
All right.
Still, please.
Just a moment. Hello? Oh, hello, Marion. Yes. My, what lovely eyes you have.
Huh? Excuse me.
Bye. Yes, Marion. Oh, thank you.
Come in.
We just came in to say goodnight.
Ah, don't I get a kiss?
Sure.
Oh. Darling.
I hope everything's all right.
Oh, everything will be fine. You know, I feel terribly guilty taking Uncle Mort's room.
Oh, that's all right. He doesn't mind.
Good night, Aunt Emma.
Night. See you in the morning.
Oh, brother. Oh. I would make the thing that small. Oh, Ginger. In the bag for you, young man. That'll hold you. Not a thing, Leroy. Not a thing.
Well, I wish you'd quit playing around and settle down so we can all get some sleep.
Now what? If it isn't one thing, it's something. Who is it?
Messenger.
Go away. I didn't order any messenger.
But I got a message for Mr. Gildersleeve.
If he doesn't. Oh, come in. But it's open.
Naturally.
Did you read it?
Naturally.
Then there's no sense in me reading it, is there?
None whatever.
Then would you mind telling me what's in it?
No, not at all. Quote, Throckmorton, my darling, my pounding heart will not let me sleep, so I write these lines from the solitary loneliness of my chamber. The thought that we two will soon be one brings only ecstasy to my soul. Good night, my love. Until the morrow, your own Amelia.
Amelia?
Good night, my love. Until the morrow.
Leroy!
Here we go again.
Leroy! Leroy!
This is getting monotonous. Now what?
What's happened, Uncle Boy? Were you having a nightmare?
If I only wish it were. This is a fine mess. This is terrible. I'm a cooked goose. And Emma, I'm a ruined man.
Throckmorton.
There's not a word of truth in it. That woman is trying to frame me.
And at your age, she must be an awful-looking old crow to write such tripe to you.
What do you mean?
Gosh, Uncle Mort, that looks bad. You didn't put anything in writing, did you, Unc?
Stop it! Stop it! I tell you, that woman is trying to trap me. What am I going to do?
I don't know what you're going to do if you're going back to sleep. Come along, children. Oh, Throckmorton.
Yeah?
Good night, my love, until tomorrow.
This must be a nightmare. Maybe I can sleep it off.
Congratulations, Gildy, old boy. This is the happiest moment of my life. I mean, my sister's life.
Horace, I came over...
Don't be embarrassed. It's quite all right. Amelia's told me everything.
Yes, but...
Oh, Throckmorton, you made me the happiest girl in the world. We'll have a big church wedding.
Yes, my boy, I've already arranged everything. You won't have to worry about a thing.
Now, look, Amelia.
Or if you prefer, we can make it informal. Maybe that would be more romantic. Or an elopement. Oh, Throckmorton.
Wait a minute. I don't want to marry anybody.
I don't think I heard you correctly, Gildersleeve.
I said I don't want to marry Amelia.
Throckmorton, what do you mean?
You mean to tell me you're going back on your proposal to marry my sister?
I made your sister no proposals.
But you said you wanted a mother, a woman in the house. You asked me.
But I've got a woman in the house.
Throckmorton.
Oh, isn't this awful?
Gildersleeve, a man of your character is a disgrace to the community. You're unfit to associate with respectable people, and you're certainly unfit for the guardianship of minor children.
You leave those 2 children out of this, you dried-up little prune.
Throckmorton, I'll give you 10 days in which to acquire a wife, or otherwise prove your eligibility to retain the custody of Leroy and Margie.
Threaten me, a little peak.
Good morning, Judge.
Where are you going?
Up to work on your den.
There isn't going to be any den.
No den?
No den.
No den.
Horace.
Throckmorton Gildersleeve, do you know what you are?
Yes, I'm a victim of circumstances.
You're just a plain, unvarnished fool. Why, you write a thing like that and you're hooked, but good.
I'm hooked now, Aunt Emma, and it isn't good. I'm like a lamb being led to a slaughter. Oh, but what's the difference? In a couple of weeks, I'll be married to Amelia, and everything else will seem delightful by comparison.
Oh, you don't have to marry that old buzzard, at least not yet. Well, you can do that after everything else has failed.
What else?
Well, I don't know anything offhand, but you've got 10 days to think of something.
10 days? In 2 days, I'll be a lunatic. Oh, what am I saying?
Gee, Margie, I wish there was something we could do. Do you really think that Judge Hooker can take Uncle Mort away from us?
I guess he can, Leroy. After all, we're wards of his court, and if he says we've got to have a mother,
That means Amelia. Sure gonna be awful looking at her over our grapefruit every morning.
maybe we'll get used to it.
I doubt it. Look, Margie, maybe if we went to court and told them that we didn't want anybody else but Unc to take care of us.
You're too young to understand things like that, Leroy, but, well, Judge Hooker is the court. He's the biggest man in Summerfield.
Well, then let's make Uncle Mort bigger.
Wait a minute. You mean...
Sure. If Uncle Mort was the most important man in this town, Judge Hooker wouldn't dare cross him.
Hey, that's right. Just for that, you can have some of my candy.
Gee, thanks.
Just one. You would.
Margie, we got rid of our lunch.
Okay, here you go. Thanks, Marjorie. Here.
Have some more, too? You bet. Joe's working across the track. He needs some more, too.
We'll have them ready for him when he gets back.
Okay.
Boy, if we don't make this town Gildersleeve conscious, it won't be our fault. You said it.
What's the meaning of all that?
I don't know, but he's sure getting a build-up. Maybe he's going to run for mayor or something.
Why, that upstart is trying to push me right out of the public mind. Well, he's not going to get away with it. Not without a fight. Why, that porpoise puss.
And I tell you, this thing has got me worried. What do you make of it, Aunt Emma?
If you just stop talking a minute and give me a chance to think.
Hi, Unc. How are we
we doing? That's what I'd like to know.
What's all this circus stuff?
Why, it's a build-up. Sure. We're going to make Uncle Mort the biggest man in Summerfield.
No, wait a minute here.
Quiet, Throckmorton. Now, just what are you children up to?
We're going to make Gildersleeve a household word. When we get through with this campaign, Uncle Mort will be the most popular man in town. Then do you think Judge Hooker will try to take us away from him?
Oh, so that's it.
Yes, but you also may make me the laughingstock of this town. You're promising them an awful lot, my dear. What am I supposed to do besides have my picture on every doorstep in this town?
Look, Uncle Mort, it isn't what you do. It's what the people think you're doing.
That's right, Uncle Mort. After all, what did Judge Hooker do to be such a big man in this town?
Well, now that I come to think of it, he didn't do anything much. About his only claim to fame is that he won a foot race in his youth.
Well, it was a little late for you to do that.
You're a hard woman, Aunt Emma.
What's the matter with you, Mr. Gildersleeve? You got the indigestion?
Indigestion? No, Birdie. I was just trying to start my watch.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
That's all for today, Leroy.
None of that. If I'm going to be your trainer, you've really got to work. Come on.
But look, Leroy, I'm overtrained already.
A couple of hours every day on this treadmill, and I'll have you doing a mile and nothing flat. Up we go.
Oh, interesting little gadget. What do I do now?
When I turn on the switch, you start running.
Oh, I think I'm going to like this.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Oh! Turn it off, Leroy. You got it in reverse.
Uh-oh. The switch is broken.
A fine thing. Turn off this confounded machine before it blinds me into hamburger.
I'll get the instruction book that came with it. Here it is. Let's see. To assemble machine.
It's already assembled. Find out how to stop it.
Stop machine, see page 94. Say, you're running pretty fast, aren't you?
You're telling me.
Wow! I'll be right back.
Leroy, this is no time to go anyplace.
Leroy, what on earth is that terrible racket?
Can't stop now.
Throckmorton, will you be quiet? My goodness.
It is a bit disconcerting, ain't it?
Must be some sort of a game.
Yes.
Uncle Mort, you know that you just broke the world speed record for running backwards?
I don't care if I did.
The only man who ever came near you was Ted McCorkle.
Ted McCorkle, how near?
He ran 220 yards backwards in 39 and 3/10 seconds. And you just did it in 35 flat.
I did? Let me see. Well. Yeah.
You fellas take over.
Okay, Leroy.
Hey, I thought I told you to stay off the treadmill. I heard nothing. This is fun. Oh, it is it? Hey, fellas, stop the presses. Stop everything. Hey, Birdie. Where's Uncle Mort?
I don't know. He just drove off somewhere in the car.
Oh,
What's the matter? Don't you feel good?
no. Not very.
I got a hunch there's more trouble brewing. Hi, Gildy.
Hello, Bob.
How's it going?
Fine.
How's
fine.
the great Gildersleeve?
Great.
Gildersleeve, what's all this publicity you've been getting?
Publicity?
Yeah, we hear rumors you're going to run for governor.
It could be. Summerfield High School trophy, 220-yard dash, won by Horace Hooker, May 14th, 1911. Phooey. Why don't you take that plaque home? It's cluttering up the table.
I'll have you know that I established a world's record to win that plaque. I ran the greatest race in the history of Summerfield High School.
You ran a race? I could beat you running backwards.
Oh, you could, eh?
Yes, I could, eh?
What's the trouble? Why, this overstuffed sausage has the nerve to think he can beat me running.
Correction, please. I said I could beat you running backwards while you ran forwards. With a reasonable handicap, of course.
I'll give you a handicap of half the distance and beat you for money, marbles, or chalk.
I accept that challenge, Hooker.
Wait a minute. You mean you'll run 110 yards backward to the judge's 220 yards forward?
That's correct.
That's a silly bet, Gilder. You couldn't possibly win.
The challenge still holds, if the judge's decrepit little pins can carry him.
Why, I'll accept that challenge and let you name the time and place.
Okay, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and I'll pick the spot. Break it up, fellas, break it up.
Saturday morning,
Ah, food.
About time you were getting here.
You're telling me I'm starved. Oh, dumplings.
No dumplings.
What do you mean, no dumplings?
The book says, where the problem is one of overweight. May I have the drumstick, Margie?
Sure.
Thanks. When the problem is one of overweight, the question of diet becomes all important. Starch should be avoided like poison.
Well, who wants to eat starch? I've never eaten starch before in all my life.
What the children mean is no starchy food, which means no dumplings for you.
No dumplings.
Sorry, Uncle Mort.
Ah, cream new potatoes.
Sorry, Uncle Mort, but the book says that the potatoes...
Why, I raised those potatoes with my own hands. I watered and sprayed them. I fought grasshoppers, snails, and gophers. And now I can't even eat them?
Here's something from your victory garden you can eat. I fixed it special for you.
Thank you, Birdie. Raw carrots, cucumbers, wilted lettuce, rabbit food. Birdie, would you mind getting me a little mayonnaise?
I'm sorry, Uncle Mort, but the book says that...
Oh, that book. All right. Make it axle grease, Birdie. I'm sure you'd all just love to see me eating axle grease.
But, Mr. Gildersleeve, we haven't any.
Oh, we hasn't any, has we? All right, then make it machine oil.
Yes, sir.
Look here, Throckmorton. The children are only trying to help you. You must win that race tomorrow. It's important.
Win it. I can't lose. It's in the bag. Tell her, Leroy.
Well, I'm not so sure.
What? Didn't I run 220 yards backwards in 35 seconds on the treadmill the other day?
Yes, but out on the road, the best you've been able to do is 84 seconds.
84 seconds? Young man, your timing must have been wrong. If I ran it in 35 seconds on the treadmill, why can't I do it out on the road?
Well, maybe it was because when you ran on the treadmill, the motor was pulling you.
No. Now he tells me. Oh.
Boy, we sure pulled a fast one on old Judge Hooker.
We've been quite ethical, young man. It was the judge's own idea.
But this ought to be a cinch, Uncle Mort.
You think so, Marjorie? Hand me my rearview mirror, Leroy.
Gildersleeve.
Yes?
Are you all ready?
Oh, all ready.
Oh, Stevenson! We're all ready to start. Okay, Powers. Are you ready, Judge Hooker? No, I want to talk to Gildersleeve. What do you want? I won't stand for any such trickery. If you think I'm going to run uphill and downhill, while you only run downhill...
It was your own idea, little chum. You said I could pick the spot.
You unprincipled scoundrel! This is pure, unadulterated sabotage!
Is this a talking or a running contest?
It's a running contest!
Then get ready to start climbing, you old goat.
On your marks! Get set! I'll answer it.
Hi, Judge. Nice work you did yesterday.
Any time that I can't beat Throckmorton Gildersleeve at anything.
Yes, sir. That's why I figured maybe you're ready to go ahead with that den project.
Well, I don't know yet. Still got a couple of days.
Well, in that case, I'd kind of like to leave my tools here. They're a little heavy to tote around.
Sure, go ahead. Just put them upstairs in my room.
Uncle Mort! Where do you think you're going?
Well, I thought I'd better bring Amelia a little peace offering.
Oh, losing that race doesn't mean anything. We still have a few days. Anything can happen.
You're wasting your time, my dear. The great Gildersleeve is a great bust.
Oh, don't give up, Unc. Leroy and I'll think of something. You just can't let us down now.
Maybe you're right. No Gildersleeve ever threw in a towel.
Now you're talking, Unc. Bye. See you later.
Goodbye.
Pardon me, Miss Amelia.
Oh, certainly, Phil. Toodaloo.
Oh.
Freddie and Willie! Freddie and Willie!
What do you want?
I thought you fellows were going to help me this morning.
Mama says we can't play with you no more.
What did I do? You said that your uncle was going to win that race.
Yeah, and Pop took all the money out of the teapot and bet it on him.
Yeah, the money that Ma was going to buy a washing machine with.
So we can't play with you no more.
Boys, come in here.
Quitters.
Sorry, Governor Stafford. The trouble seems to be in the fuel pump. It'll take a little time.
All right, fix it. And don't call me governor. On this trip, I'm Mr. Smith. Remember that.
Yes, sir.
Here you are, mister.
Sonny, who is this great Gildersleeve?
Oh, that's my uncle.
What is he, a magician or running for public office?
Neither one. He's just, well, he's just a great guy. Hey, you sure have got a bad cold, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
I had one just like it last week.
You did? How'd you cure it?
Oh, my Aunt Emma cured it. She sure is a whiz. She can cure a cold just like that.
But how in the world does she do it?
Oh, she uses all kinds of stuff. Say, if you want me to, I'll find out.
No, never mind. I'm in a great hurry.
But it'll only take a minute.
I
I just live around the corner. Second house. I'm Leroy Forrester.
I'm glad to know you, Leroy. I'm Mr. Smith.
Glad to know you, Mr. Smith.
You sure your Aunt Emma wouldn't mind, huh?
No, she'll be tickled to death. I'm always bringing home sick dogs and cats and things.
All right, Sonny. Oh, Charles.
Yes, sir.
When you finish, come to the second house around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Aunt Emma! Oh, Aunt Emma!
Yes, Leroy. Oh. Now, whatever you're selling, we don't want any.
Oh, he isn't selling anything. He's a friend of mine, Mr. Smith.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought...
I'm glad to know you.
Well...
Look, Aunt Emma, Mr. Smith has a bad cold, and I told him you could cure him.
Certainly I can.
I don't want to put you to any trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all. Make yourself comfortable. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much.
Come on in here, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Leroy.
Sit right down here.
All right.
You warm enough?
Yes, fine.
How do you feel?
Oh, terrible, Leroy, terrible.
Oh, gee. Do you want some fruit?
No, thank you.
Sign it, Birdie?
Yes, from here, Tiff.
Thanks. Well...
Leroy, what's your aunt going to give me?
Don't worry. You'll find out soon enough.
Here you are, Drink this and it'll make a new man of you.
What is it?
It's what's going to cure your cold. Now, are you going to take it? Well, I have to make you take it.
Here, I'll take it.
You better hold your nose, Mr. Smith. Sometimes it backfires.
You poisoned me.
Oh, now, don't be a child. See, now you feel better already.
I do not. I feel worse. Get me to a hospital, quick.
Hospital, my eye. That stuff always makes you feel that way at first. But you'll be all right. Well, maybe you had better lie down for a bit. Birdie!
Yes, sir?
Pull the spread off Leroy's bed.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, come on.
Say, is there a place around here I can wash my hands?
Sure, you can use the laundry room. It's right back there.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You gonna be in Summerfield very long?
I don't know. That depends on Governor Stafford. I mean, Mr. Smith.
Oh, so Mr. Smith's the governor.
Yeah, and I hope you can keep a secret.
Oh, sure. You can count on me. Come on.
Leroy! Leroy? Whose car is that parked in our driveway?
Oh, that's Mr. Smith's.
If Smith? What Mr. Smith?
Oh, you don't know him. He's a friend of mine.
Where is he?
Upstairs in bed.
In bed?
Well, it's all right. Aunt Emma's with him.
What?
She's curing his cold.
Do you mean to tell me that you brought a strange man into our home and put him to bed?
Strange man? Why, I thought he was a friend of yours.
I never saw him before in my life. I have yet to see him.
But Leroy said...
Oh, he's all right, Uncle Mort.
This is very irregular, young man. I'm going upstairs and see what sort of a person you brought into our home.
What a family.
If you'll pardon the intrusion, I'd like to know...
Hello, you're Gildersleeve, aren't you?
That's right.
Recognize you from your pictures.
Oh, really?
Sit down.
Thank you.
Cigar.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Mr. Smith, is it?
That's right, yeah. Gildersleeve, what's this publicity campaign of yours?
Oh, well, confidentially, there's a rumor about that I may be governor soon.
You don't say. They figuring on throwing out the present governor?
Oh, not that exactly. Governor Stafford's all right in his funny little way. A nice chap personally, though.
Is that so? You know him personally?
John Stafford? Why, I put him in office.
You did?
Absolutely.
Well...
Uncle Mort, could I see you a minute?
Later, Marjorie. Later. Yes. Jack Stafford was sort of a protege of mine.
Well, that's very interesting. I trust he proved worthy of your confidence.
Well, yes and no. Frankly, his administration has been very disappointing. Now, if I were in his shoes...
But, Uncle Mort, it's important.
Excuse me, Mr. Smith. Disturbing me at a time like this. What's so important, Marjorie? What is it?
Uncle Mort, do you know who Mr. Smith is?
Of course I know who he is. He's Mr. Smith.
He's the governor.
What?
That's right, Unc. The Honorable Jonathan Stafford.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh. His chauffeur told me.
No, this is an awful mess.
What's awful about it, Uncle Mort? All you have to do is get in good with him and you're made.
Is that all? Oh, I would open my big mouth. Maybe you'll think I was kidding. I hope. See you later, my dear. Well, all I can say is you've got a great sense of humor. You didn't even get angry when I ribbed you. Nothing like a laugh between friends, eh, Governor?
Who told you I was the governor?
Well, I knew it all the time. A man of your prominence.
Gildersleeve, I'm not a well man. I was on my way to a sanitarium to get some peace and quiet. Now, I don't want to meet people, and I don't want to be annoyed. So while I'm here, I'm just plain Mr. Smith, if you don't mind.
Oh, I understand perfectly. Incognito.
Yeah.
I won't tell a soul. Not a soul. Goodbye, Governor.
Fine, Gildy.
Hello, fellas.
Hiya, Mort. Well, I guess the great Gildersleeve isn't so great today, hmm?
Great enough to have the governor of this state as his house guest.
The governor, your house guest. Oh, that's very funny.
Want to make a bet?
Take it easy, Gildy. Remember what happened the last time you made a bet?
Throckmorton Gildersleeve, I know you're the biggest liar in 7 states, but I resent having my intelligence insulted
Would
by...
you like to come up to my place and see for yourself?
Yes, I would.
Okay, brother.
Come on, boys.
You bet we will.
Wait a minute, not all of you. Remember, I got a small house.
Come on, boys.
Oh, I just remembered.
Remembered what?
You can't go in.
Just as I thought.
Wait a minute, I didn't say you could meet him. I said you could see him.
All right, let's see him.
Keep your shirt on, Hooker.
I wonder what he's up to now.
Probably sneaking out on us.
Up you go, and quiet. He's in Leroy's room.
Strange about all this.
Could it be possible that he's really the governor? You can't prove it by me. I didn't get a good look at him.
I know how I can find out for sure. Come along.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
My, this is just running this family.
Gildersleeve, what's all this business of people peering at me through the window?
Peering at you?
Yes.
You must be mistaken. It must be your imagination.
It wasn't imagination at all. There were men on the roof outside my window.
Oh, well, today is Monday. It must be the window washers.
What? 4 of them?
They got a very strong union in this town.
It sure looked like the governor, all right. Well, if it was, what was he doing in the Gildersleeve home? In bed?
There isn't a chance in a million of that man really being Governor Stafford. But before we go ahead, we must make absolutely sure.
Hello? Hello, State Capitol? Will you connect me with the governor's office, please?
This is the governor's secretary. May I help you?
This is Mayor Appleton of Summerfield. Would it be possible for me to speak with the governor?
Why, he's in conference at the moment. Is it important?
It's very important.
All right, hold on. Get me Governor Stafford at the Gildersleeve home.
He's there. He's there at the Capitol. They're going to connect me with him.
Come in.
There's a phone call for you, Mr. Smith.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Yeah, all right. Connect me. Hello.
Hello. Hello, Governor Stafford? It's the governor, all right. Hello? Oh, hello. That is, I mean...
What? What are you talking about?
I just wanted to say hello.
Hello? Hello?
How do you like Gildy, trying to pass off a phony as the governor?
It seems he'll do anything to try to get prestige in this town. This time, he's really going to be taught a lesson.
My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me.
Bring back.
Bring back. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me.
Bring back.
Bring back. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me.
Very good. Very good.
You're supposed to be in bed, young fellow.
Not me. I feel fine.
Well, it's time for your medicine. I'll go get it.
Oh.
Oh.
May I join you?
Ooh, certainly. Marjorie? My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies... Ooh, maybe we're disturbing the neighbors.
Hello, Throckmorton.
Oh, hello, Horace. Hello, Frank.
Hello, Gildy.
I'd invite you in, of course, but
Oh, that's all right. Look, Throckmorton, some of the boys and myself were talking it over, and we thought it would be kind of nice to have a little luncheon for the governor while he's here. You know, take him over to the country club and sort of entertain him.
Well, that's very nice of you, Horace, but I'm sure the governor wouldn't be interested in entertainment. He came here for a rest. Good night, fellas.
Why don't you ask him, Throckmorton? It wouldn't do you any harm socially to be seen with a man like Governor Stafford.
That's right, Gildy. Think of the prestige.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't be interested. As a matter of fact...
Good evening, Governor Stafford.
Governor Stafford, I'd like to present Judge Hooker and Frank Powers.
Glad to know you, gentlemen.
Governor Stafford, this is a moment to which I have long looked forward.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, indeed, Your Honor. We are overwhelmed.
We were suggesting to Mr. Gildersleeve that you might honor us with your presence at a little informal luncheon tomorrow. We realize, of course, that your time is very valuable.
I don't know. What do you think, Mort?
Oh, whatever you say, John. It might be fun.
Very well. We accept with pleasure.
Thank you, Your Honor. The luncheon is at 1 o'clock, and I'm sure you will be entertained. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And will they be entertained?
Seem to be two very nice gentlemen.
I don't like the way he said good night.
They should be here any minute. Take another look.
Here they come.
Take your places, gentlemen. Hurry up, be seated. The show is about to start.
Well, here we are, Horace, right on time.
It's a pleasure to have you, Governor.
Thank you, Judge.
Would you like the honor of presenting Governor Stafford to the boys?
Oh, I certainly would. Thank you, little chum. Right this way, John.
All right, Gildy.
Oh, quite a party. Oh, microphone, too.
Sit down, gentlemen.
I won't trouble you with individual introductions. It's enough to say that these gentlemen here are representatives of our fair city of Summerfield. Gentlemen, the governor of our state.
Gentlemen.
Practical joke, I'm sure His Honor doesn't appreciate it.
His Honor
This is an outrage.
Come on, let's go. Mayor Appleton.
Governor Stafford.
I hope you're not party to this.
Why, of course not. What happened?
Ask Hooker, the old goat. Come on, John.
What is all this business?
You mean to tell me that was really Governor Stafford?
Of course it was Governor Stafford. Are you men idiots?
Oh, what have I done?
This is all your fault, Horace Hooker. Of all the brothers in the world, I had to have you.
No, Amelia.
Our one chance to meet somebody of importance, and what do you do?
All right, I'm an old fool, I admit it. I've learned my lesson.
Does that help us? Does that keep us from being the laughingstock of Summerfield? Good morning, Phil.
Morning, Bee. Stop by to pick up my tools now that you're leaving town.
Yes, we're certainly going to miss Summerfield after all these years.
You know just how you feel, Amelia.
Oh, Phil, you're so understanding.
Am I?
Mm-hmm. And you have the loveliest eyes.
Have I?
Mm-hmm. Can I help?
Gosh.
This is where he lives. Horace! A little hard of hearing. Horace Hooker!
You want me?
Yes, you. Come on. He's really a lovely chap. Hurry, Hooker, hurry. I've talked the governor into forgiving you, little chum.
Sure, Hooker. Any friend of Gildy's a friend of mine. Hop in.
Thank you, Governor.
Oh, sly corn!
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Horace and I fight like a couple of cats and dogs, but underneath it all, we're good friends.
Yes, sir, Gildy. We're just like a couple of old fools.
Don't you call me an old fool, you old fool.
Now, Throckmorton, you can't call me an old fool.
Wait a minute, boys. Drive on, Charles.